Hello and welcome to the channel. And today's video is the reveal of the work in progress Wonder Woman that I was working on for a couple of weeks now. Based in case for those that saw the last video, you saw the ideas that I was working on for this project, and here we have the final result. So quickly, just to go over the parts for the figure. The torso was from the Death Metal Wonder Woman from McFarlane Toys Multiverse, and the arms and the legs came from the Last Knight on Earth Wonder Woman, which was the one that had the mohawk. And then the head comes from a DC Direct figure, which is based off of the Alex Ross Kingdom Come. Oh, no, not the Kingdom Come. The Alex Ross Justice League book that he did. I believe it was just called Justice or Justice League. I don't remember, but anyway, it was a DC Direct or what was the other? DC Direct figure. I know DC Direct had a different name as well at one time, but anyway, it's one of those. So it came off of that figure, and so here we have the final result. The final custom things that I worked on. I had to work on mainly the torso, touch up some stuff based off of the new, off of the new custom, and then I had to obviously I had to repaint the portion up here of the skin tone because the Death Metal Wonder Woman had a more she had a darker skin tone than this one, and then same for the head sculpt. The skin tone was way more rosy, and it was more of it looked way more plasticky. So that also got reworked. And then let's see. Well, just I'll give you some close-up shots at the figure. We'll start with the head here. So again, everything got repainted. I tried to preserve. I painted around the eyes. Right, I tried to preserve the eyes as much as I could, just because they are a hassle to repaint. But at some point I did have to touch them up. So it's like a 99.9% rework of the eyes and of the head. So the tiara is painted with a gold paint with a gloss finish. The star, the red star, and the lips are the same red, which is the same red used throughout the figure. Which is I used this Angelus Fire Red paint, which is normally used for, like you say, leather paint, which is normally used for customizing sneakers. But I used that. Let's get a bit closer here on so you can see. And then the hair. Normally, I've left in the past other custom Wonder Womans with just jet black hair, but you can see I dry brushed some blue in there, just to give it that more comic booky look. I was debating if to give her um, the blue wash, or maybe a brown wash. But I decided against it, since for the brown wash I'm gonna do something else on the next Wonder Woman custom, and I'll show you at the end. Um, but I'm gonna keep. I decided to give her the blue wash on this one. As for the bodice part, um, if you some of those who remember, those these gray parts here, those were black. Um, I decided to just repaint everything in red and highlight those parts in silver. That's just with a Sharpie. Also, the figure came with a cape, and obviously I took that off. It was gonna be well, one thing that I had to do to modify this figure was what's this? I think it's just a gleam. I don't know. Anyway, one thing that I had to do was I did have to modify the head sculpt a little bit in order for her head sculpt to fit properly. Sorry. Um, I had to, with the Dremel tool, I had to shave off parts of the hair here on the sides, because it was too close to the neck piece here, and you can slightly see some gnarled parts here of the paint on the gold on the neck, and you can even see a scuff mark there on her neck, because the the sculpting was just too tight around that area. Once I put in the double ball neck peg on her, into the McFarlane body, was just slightly larger than the standard McFarlane ball joint, so it bulged the neck out just a little bit, which made things a little more tighter. So I had to Dremel down onto the sides just to make more space around the neck. That way I can move the head up and down and around without having to worry about rubbing any area around the neck. So the bodice, like I said, I just repainted it all in red. The original color was red, but it was a little darker. So I just gave her a more brighter blue, just to complement the comic book style look that I was going for. Because obviously this is going for a more traditional Wonder Woman style that we haven't had on the for the McFarlane um, Multiverse line. So that's what I was going for with this. Um, and then I decided, I painted the top gold, and then I repainted the skirt to a different color blue as well, because it was also a little more darker. And then I added those silver details onto different parts of the skirt that had some lines, some detail lines on there. And I decided to go with a gloss finish on everything, including the boots. Just highlighted some details there, right? I decided to go with a gloss finish again. Just I actually think it looks pretty cool when displayed, instead of going with the matte colors. And then for her bracers, I used the Molotov Chrome pen. I was debating if I should go with the gold bracers or the silver bracers. And when I decided to go silver, I said no, um, might as well try the very reflective monochrome on this, and it came out pretty smoothly. I've already handled the figure a few times, and you can see some slight smudging on the very top part of the. Let's see if I can. The camera will pick it up. At the very top, you can see there's slight fogging because of the times I've handled the figure and accidentally. You can probably see it here better. Just accidentally touching that area. I've just finished this custom, a couple of days ago. Um, so the Molotov, as I mentioned in previous videos, it takes a long time to cure. So ideally, when you apply the Molotov chrome to anything, you should probably let it rest for like, I don't know, months, just to make sure you don't touch. Just to make sure you don't mess with it, and the chrome has already cured fully. Um, and there are certain clears that you could apply to protect the chrome, but then there are other clears that you can apply and it can ruin the chrome look. So I don't have those type of clears right now. I have tested them before on other side projects, and it does fog up the chrome, and it makes turns out to look silver. So it loses its purpose. And then lastly, the one other modification that I did was to give her a way to hold on to her lasso. So you can see there on the side, you can see I used some sort of like a ribbon style cloth here, which I had intended to use for ornamentation on a possible Wonder Woman cape. But instead I used it. I just cut a slit in underneath the gold of her belt. So in between the gold and the blue portion of the skirt, I cut a slit and then just simply fastened the gold ribbon in between and glued it down. So let me see if I can actually. No, it's actually hidden under there by blue painter's tape, so you can't see it. But then from the inside, I just glued it down, and now Wonder Woman can have a place to put her lasso. So just to get a closer look there, also on there's like a smudge there on her boob from something. I have to clean that out. A birthmark. But yeah, matching the skin tone from the skin tone that was from the arms and the legs was quite a hassle. It isn't still 100% a 100% match, but from a distance, you can't really tell, right? So the butterfly, the butterfly joints here from the figure, after applying the clear onto these parts, they were so tight when I pressed them in that they don't even move, which is fine. The butterflies for most of the McFarlane figures don't really serve a purpose except for just covering up space. right? So this is what they're doing right now. But the figure is fully posable and all of that, so it doesn't hinder anything. Um, I'm just trying to be careful not to rub too much of the chrome, so I'm not messing with the figure too much right now. But yeah, the figure is fully posable. It's just that the butterflies are pretty much stuck in that position. Um, and other than that, I mean, pretty much once I had all the parts um, I originally wanted, this is pretty much the Wonder Woman that I had envisioned since day one when all of these figures came out, all of the ingredients were became available. Actually, the original intent was to use the head from the McFarlane design Wonder Woman, um, but the only changes that I've done was since then uh, that I had this idea was to change the head to this Alex Ross Wonder Woman, which I think actually fits even better. So there you have it. This is my, as close to comic book standard version of a Wonder Woman. Obviously, with the new release of the Shazam Wonder Woman figure, which has which is pretty much the same figure as the 1984 Wonder Woman that was released, except for they gave her, as they call them, the sausage legs. They now give her more fit, pretty stronger looking legs, pretty much like these. Um, and I'll probably use that figure for a custom down the line as well. But for now, this is my, you know, at least uh, with the McFarlane designs. This is my custom McFarlane Wonder Woman comic book version with some slight, uh, modernizations, you could say. And then the next project will be, and if you allow me, give me just 1 second. So the next project involving a Wonder Woman is going to be this one. So this is the body from the head. This is the head sculpt. So this is the Justice League DC Direct figure with another DC Direct head, which is very much a Linda Carter inspired head. Sorry if the lights are washing it out. But yeah. So the plan for this figure is to just repaint the skin tones on the body, and obviously try and match the skin tone on the face as well. And then this one is I'm going to apply the brown wash instead of the blue wash, right? Because I want this to be, since it is inspired by the Linda Carter Wonder Woman. Linda Carter had she didn't have black hair; she had dark brown hair. So that's what I'm gonna go for here. But yeah, there you have it. There we have this custom McFarlane slash DC Direct Kitbash custom, or however you want to call it. Let me know what you guys think. I actually think this turned out pretty well, better than expected. Um, I really like how the new paint on the. I actually gave the body. After I applied the base skin tone, I did apply like a yellow wash, a red wash, and dab those off with a sponge to give it the final final skin tone on it. So yeah, um, yeah, that's it. Now I'm just rambling. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and all of that. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. And see you guys in the next one.